Greetings to readers, viewers, and listeners, and welcome to this special edition of the SuperBlog Versus, which is called the fifth SuperBlog DoubleHeader. And it's where all PLEs will explode. I know it's kind of dated with the mega powers and all that stuff, but I figured that was a good name for the title. So, what's going to happen here is much like the SuperBlog Versus, which is another channel, which is another series we do here on the Autistic Super Channel. This is going to be all about WWE, NXT, and TNA and AAA promotions. This is going to be all about what they're doing on the pay per view on tomorrow's pay per views, Worlds Collide and Money in the Bank, all which will be tomorrow. So I figured I want to make sure I get this done now before anything happens. Um, if you like these videos, like, share, subscribe, and you can hit me up in the chat. And we can talk for a little bit if you want. So what's gonna happen here is I'm gonna be I left the chat to I left the descriptions of which ones I'm going to be using for in the description of this video below. And again, I hope to hear from you guys and hear your thoughts on certain things. So with this, we're gonna go first with Worlds Collide because that's gonna be on 1 o'clock. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go in order from what the situation is when it comes to the links that you see. And as of June 6th, 11:08, June 6th, 2025 at 11 p.m. at 11:09 p.m. I have no idea if there was any problem. If there were any additions going on, I have no idea what's going on. Here's here's what's gonna happen. All right, guys. Viewers and viewers. Um, we're gonna go with a six-man tag team match first. Legado del Fantasma, Santos Escobar, Angel Humberto versus El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr., Pagano, and Psycho Clown. I'm trying to get my pronunciations right to make sure I don't offend anyone. So I think that with Legado del Fantasma, I feel like they are the more established stars. But I feel like they're gonna do the but with the dissension that's been going on recently, I feel like this is Pagano, Secret Clown, and Dr. Wagner Jr.'s time to shine. I feel so. That's gonna. I'm gonna go with Iho, Pagano, and Psycho Clown for this one. And then we have another Iho, El Hijo del Vikingo versus Chad Gable in a singles match for the AAA Mega Championship that he also won from Alberto Del Rio a couple of days ago. I feel like Chad Gable's going to win this one, but here's the problem with it though. I have a feeling that Vikingo's going to win this one, if only to save Chad Gable from what's going to happen in Money in the Bank, since we totally don't know those two are the same person. So I'm going to go with El Hijo de Vikingo. I feel like he's going to lose it. I feel like he's going to lose the Mega Championship, but to whom I'm not sure. But I feel like Vikingo's going to retain his title. And then we have Ethan Page defending his North American Championship against Javon Evans, Laredo Kid, and Ray Phoenix. Um, I feel like Javon Evans should win this one, though I would not be surprised if Ray Phoenix won this one too. I feel like that could be the way to go. I feel like Javon Evans or Ray Phoenix are going to win this one. But I would not be surprised if Ethan Page won this one too. If I had to choose, I'm going to go with Ray Phoenix. I feel like that's the way they're going to be going. And then we have a tag team match: Stephanie Vaquer and Lola Vice versus Cheek Tormenta and Dallas. Um, I'm gonna go with Cheek Tormenta and Dallas on this one, only because the fact that Stephanie Vaquer and Lola Vice are established stars. I feel like Cheek Tormenta and Dallas are gonna win this one more than anything else. I feel like it gives them an opportunity to really grow as AAA and WWE grow together as a company. Um, it kind of balances things out. And then we have a 6-man tag team match, the Latino World Order, featuring Dragon Lee and Cruz del Toro, and Lindsay Dorado, who is the replacement for Joaquin Wilde, who was scheduled to compete, but he suffered an injury during his speed taping, versus Octagon Jr., Aerostar, and Mr. Iguana. I feel like this is going to be a Lucha Libre match. I feel like it's going to be a really good one. And I feel like the Latino World Order will win this one. Only because of the fact that I feel like they actually have the ability to put on great matches, and this is going to be no exception. So that's going to be my thoughts for Worlds Collide. Will there be something going on with the TNA Championship? I don't know, but it's possible. I'm looking at the chat, no one's here. So we're going to go straight to Money in the Bank. And now the situation has been set. Um, we're going to be I'm going to be going from the fourth. I'm going to refresh this just one more time just to make sure there's no things that I'm not aware of. And this is the last chance match for the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship with Lyra Valkyria defending against Becky Lynch. I'm going to say because of the situations going on right now, I'm going to go with Becky Lynch winning this one. Only because of the fact that if she loses, she can no longer challenge for the title as long as Valkyria is champion. I feel like Becky Lynch is going to win this one because she's going to be backed into a corner, and I feel like she's gonna win. I mean, that Becky Lynch is going to win this one, mostly to give Becky something to do, so that Lyra can win it back at SummerSlam, I believe. So if that's the case, I'm going to go with Becky Lynch. Then we have Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso versus John Cena and Logan Paul. I'm going to go with Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso on this one, only because it's going to probably set up a match for SummerSlam at some point. So I feel like these two matches, Lyra and Becky, and Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso, John Cena, and Logan Paul, are going to set up a match for SummerSlam. Although they could do John Cena being winning against John Cena and Logan Paul winning to kind of set up their match and their opportunity to get a championship match. So then we have the Money in the Bank ladder match for a women's championship. We have Alexa Bliss, Roxanne Perez, Rhea Ripley, Julia, Naomi, and Stephanie Vaquer. And of these two, Alexa Bliss is the only one who has won a Money in the Bank ladder match before. And Rhea Ripley doesn't need to win the championship. Julia's gonna have something to do with Zelina Vega, and I feel like she'll interfere in this match. I have a feeling to that. So it only leaves us with Roxanne Perez, Naomi, and Stephanie Vaquer. I'm gonna go with Roxanne Perez on this one, mostly because of the fact that she's gonna cash in a championship for a championship match anytime she wants to. I feel like that's the way that they should go. I would not be against Naomi winning it though, or Julia. But I'm gonna go with Roxanne Perez, mostly because of the fact that people seem to be high on her when it comes to winning a women's championship. Then we get to the Money in the Bank ladder match for the men's championship. Solo Sikoa, LA Knight, Penta, Seth Rollins, Andrade, and El Grande Americano, who is definitely not Chad Gable. So, I feel like for this one, the answer's got to be obvious. It's got to be LA Knight for me. I mean, for me, it has to be LA Knight because you have a megastar there and you want to keep him like in the title picture as much as you can. And here's something to think about. And here's my long-term booking. What if John Cena goes all the way to SummerSlam or all the way to, like, I'll say, like the last event of the year, and he hasn't lost the championship? That might give a chance for LA Knight to go in and win the WWE Championship, which would be a hell of a way to go, I think. So I'm gonna go with LA Knight for this one. I feel like that's the only point that you can do. So that's gonna be it. That's gonna be it for the reviews, dear viewers and listeners. If you like these videos, please like, share, subscribe. And if you like all these videos, you can check me out here on the Autistic Super channel on YouTube. You can check out all my videos on the autisticsuperblog.wordpress.com. Until next time, dear viewers and listeners, stay safe, stay strong, and as always, shine on.